Now on WHAS 11 News at noon, it's the announcement many Louisville movie lovers feared. The fate of the Baxter Avenue theaters has been decided. Plus high inventory and the trade war, what we know about the pause in production at Jim Beam, and holding parents accountable, what one state lawmaker is suggesting to try and get a handle on youth crime. WHAS 11 News at noon starts now. And new here at noon, Apex Entertainment has announced Baxter Avenue theaters will be closing at the end of this month. This comes amid the uncertainty of the Mid-City Mall. The building was put up for sale last year. In a statement sent to us, Apex Entertainment said, while Apex Entertainment would prefer to continue operations and serve its loyal patrons, that's not possible at the present time. We have not received any indication that the developers wish to incorporate Baxter Avenue theaters into their plans. We disagree, but respect their decision. Apex Entertainment officials say December 31st will be their final curtain call. Now to a huge economic story. One of Kentucky's top distillers plans to temporarily halt production at its main facility in just a matter of days. And thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Connie Leonard in for WHAS today. CNN reports that Jim Beam will pause production at its primary distillery in Claremont, Kentucky, starting January 1st. The decision comes due to an increase in aging barrels and the ongoing economic uncertainty. Well, the Kentucky Distillers Association says right now there's an all-time high of around 16 million aging bourbon barrels in Kentucky warehouses, and distillers are paying millions for their supply because of Commonwealth tax laws. In a statement, Jim Beam said it will improve its facility during the pause. The distiller will continue production at its other Claremont distillery and a third distillery in Boston, Kentucky. So far, Jim Beam hasn't announced any layoffs. Well, a sunny start to your holiday week. Meteorologist Matt Breland is here to tell us it's going to be a mild one for Christmas.
Very weird. You know, Connie,
Yep,
this month has been all over the place weather-wise. We've had freezing temperatures, rain, snow, cloudy skies, and now warmer temperatures in the forecast too. It's not quite as warm right now. As a matter of fact, check out that sky view that we have for us right now. Some clouds starting to build in the skies. We're going to continue seeing more clouds arrive as we head later on into the day. Temperatures currently in the mid-40s across Jefferson County. Over in southern Indiana, we've got temperatures still in the upper 30s for folks near Bedford and Seymour, but check out folks farther to our south near Hodgeville and Lebanon, temperatures in those lower 50s. So we are headed into more of a mild pattern as we see these clouds start to roll in from the south. You'll notice a few of them already becoming patching together farther to our south, but check out the trend over towards our west. Notice how over the last few hours those clouds will begin to develop farther to our west. It's going to head our direction just as we go later on into our afternoon time. So you can expect the arrival of more clouds as we head into the remainder of our Monday. And this is going to be the beginning of an overcast trend that will be lasting throughout most of our week. So a few spotty showers will be developing within these cloudy skies. Some of them will bring in just some very brief periods of some light rainfall. That pattern is expected to continue overnight and into our Tuesday morning. We'll continue staying cloudy with some of those spotty showers lasting into our Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. Going to be entering a bit of a dreary pattern as we head into these holidays. We've got temperatures, as I mentioned, reaching at least the mid-50s today. More mild temperatures throughout the afternoon, but your Christmas forecast, definitely a different pattern for us. We're expecting the upper 60s for highs and a few small, brief, and weak isolated showers. We're going to have more details about that coming up here in just a few short minutes. Connie?
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, we've learned the name of a 20-year-old who was shot and killed Saturday. The Jefferson County coroner identified him as Milton Ritchie. LMPD is investigating after finding Ritchie shot outside of a vehicle in a ditch on Ford Haven Road. That was on Saturday afternoon. Now, witnesses told police there was a large crowd at that scene, which could provide critical information in this investigation. LMPD is also looking into two other shootings that sent two people to the hospital. The first shooting happened around 8:30 Saturday night in the Beachmont neighborhood. Officers found a man who had been shot in the arm behind a duplex near the community center. He is expected to survive. And over in the South Side neighborhood, police say another shooting happened after 1 o'clock Sunday morning. Police say someone shot a woman in the arm. She is expected to recover. Now, if you have any information on any of these shootings, you're asked to call the anonymous tip line, that number 574-LMPD. Well, we are just about 2 weeks out from Kentucky's next legislative session, and one Louisville lawmaker says his eyes are on youth crime. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley explains the bill that he plans to file.
We still need to take action in the juvenile space as it relates to crime and punishments, and I plan to bring that forward.
Jared Bauman, a Republican state representative from Louisville, has a plan for the upcoming 2026 legislative session to bring changes to juvenile crime reform in the state. The way he aims to do this is with extending detention center stays, counteracting a 2014 law that reduced juvenile stays in detention centers.
And I think it's incumbent upon us to support our citizens, our constituencies, with better policy in the juvenile justice space to ensure that juveniles that are committing crimes in our communities are held both to account and also rehabilitated in a way that puts them on a different path in life.
The bill would also hold parents accountable by having them pay for their child's stay instead of the bill being on the taxpayer. Demetrius McDowell says he was a product of his environment at 14 years old and has a criminal history. Now he works with kids who have gotten into trouble.
There's nothing resourceful about a longer stay if you're not swapping out something tangible with education or some type of program that's going to better their situation.
He also doesn't see parents paying for their child's stay as a good way to hold the parent and child accountable. Both men are working to find ways to work through teen crime in a metro that's seen an uptick in the last year. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
And Metro Council members have long called for the reopening of Louisville's Juvenile Detention Center, which closed in 2019 because of financial issues. That's supposed to happen in the spring of 2027. Well,